Right, I'm actually right, and today we'll be talking about Star Trek Online upgrading gear with the emphasis on the Omega or the anniversary event. Now, first of all, we need to quickly cover the basics. Now, most gear you can equip has two major factors: a mark and a rarity. Mark is limited by your level, but it do exist from 1 to 15. It's written in Roman numerals, so that's IR2XV. Also, some gear exists in infinity, which is usually tied to your maximum level of your character, not the gear. Rarity also affects your stats, and even if it doesn't have any mods. Now, gear usually your rarity affects how many mods you get if the gear has mods support built into it. Your standard white gear, as that we call it, has no mods and is basically considered the base for that mark. Your uncommon is green, and you will see, and has one mod. Rare blue, very rare, which is purple, 3 mods. Ultra rare, which has the nickname the ultraviolet colour, which is a different colour to the purple, has 4 mods. And there's an epic or unique one, which is gold, which contains 4 mods, and one of those will be unique to that particular gear type. I will also point out that gear that does not have any mods will just have effectively a scaling up or down in that effect. Moving on to upgrading gear. First of all, most gear stops dropping at Mark 12, very rare. It means 2 rarities and 3 entire marks to go up. However, almost all gear in the game can be upgraded to Mark 15 Epic. To use an upgrade, you need to have tech upgrade kits. Most of them will be based on a certain skill, which limits them to what supplied to certain items. There are some universal upgrade tokens. So let's see what tech upgrade kits. Many of them are one-off. Many of the universal ones are one-off. To obtain kits, and so most of the following ones I'm going to be covering are going to be repeatable ones, or the ones that you're going to be wanting to look out for. The R&D system has 3 levels of the tech upgrade, one for each school, one for each 3 of the. The R&D system has 3 levels of tech upgrade for each school that can be crafted. Your basics it gives 200 TP or tech points. 2,000 tech points is not a lot. It gets you, especially in the later end of the game, and it has the worst tech points to dilithium ore and the tech points to energy credits ratio in the game. You do not want to use those if you cannot help it. If you can help it. Improved gets a bit better. Is middle of the road, but it's not. But it will be the only ones that you can get guaranteed drop or find in find in certain stores. Superior ones are the best crafted upgrades that you can get with basically your TP to get or mark increase to dilithium cost. And the experimentals happen to be one of the better rarity boosts outside of the rest of the ones I'm covering in this list. Now, there's two hard to get ones. There's the Roman Republic Universal Tech Upgrades, which is very, very time consuming to get, but it's a decent upgrade value for just the 4, because you get 4 for every 10 days at the best value. The best, if you're working at it exclusively, try and get it as fast as you can, and that is you need to be playing a lot of time or be willing to do a lot of spending some of your stuff to get the stuff. However, there's also the Phoenix Universals. They're hard to place, but purely because it's the cost. But they're between 0 and 150, 4,500 dilithium per upgrade kit, and it's considered worthwhile, and it's considered the second best upgrade kit around. And I'm just excited to pick into the Phoenix boxes just so you can actually have something here. The best, believe it or not, is the Ultimate Tech Upgrade, and this, at the time of recording, this is available it is available to buy. This is the Ultimate Tech Upgrade Kit. It's very, very, very limited time availability, and is generally considered exclusive to the C-Store with lockbox key bundles. And this, believe it or not, is actually the reason why I managed to get hold of that image, because it's come from there. It provides an instant Mark 15 Epic for any item you apply it to, assuming that they can reach Mark 15 Epic. Now, the thing is, the next question is, what's the best? But the big problem is, this costs Zen, or real world money, to get these. So they're expensive, but they are well worth it, because you are guaranteed to get results for this one. But the best free upgrade is the Omega upgrade kits. They are crafted from the Omega particles, which you can see one in Space Stock right here. The particles themselves are only available during a limited time event, the anniversary event, which is during the time of the recording and, well, hopefully upload. Now, to obtain the Omega particles, you will be required to take part of a minigame. Your score affects the number and the quality of the items the Omega particles you get. Your low score, a very low score, will result in 1 coloured trace, and that is really tricky. But if you do end up messing up, that is the end of being the case. The high scores results in 2 coloured traces and at least 1 better item, which means you can skip at least one upgrade, at least 1 or 2 upgrades to crafting sessions to get your mega upgrade. Now, and I should also point out that we've worked out that the top score is 2,700 points to get your tops is the maximum score. However, the high score itself doesn't require that much. So if you craft in Omega upgrade, you will need, for each Omega upgrade, you'll need 27 red, 27 yellow, and 27 blue traces. To get what you need, 1 of each trace to make a sliver, not a silver. 3 slivers will make a shard, and 3 shards make a fragment, and 3 fragments make the mega upgrade. That's the reason why you need 27 of each. Crafting will take time. Before you can get to the next step. The shortest, the traces into the slivers take about 5 minutes. but up to 5 can be done in a batch at any one time, and the final upgrade from the fragments to Omega upgrades take 20 hours for each one. Well, the big question is, this sounds really great, but are there limits? Well, yeah, there are currently limits. Limited time to obtain. You've got a very limited time to obtain the parts. Currently, the entire Omega upgrade progress is entire system is bound to your account. Previously, it was only the final Omega upgrade that was bound to your account. However, crafting can happen at any time, but you do have to be aware that if you're trying to get R&D expertise experience, no one will happen. And finally, there is also a better time to upgrade during the upgrade weekends. These weekends are actually determined by developers, and we rarely know. The players rarely know more than a week ahead. So that's more or less it for without one as we go. So it's been Mike Shatwriter. See you guys next time.